Monster RX 93.1 presents Heard on Thursdays. Talk radio that pops.
Rampy and Hazel. Heard on Thursdays.
And before you know it, the holiday season is over. A year has flown by and you have packed 10 more pounds. The heaviest 10 pounds in the world that is the hardest to get rid of. And you just know you won't be ready to face the beach in a few months or even slip into that nice gown or suit for your Valentine date.
You said it, Rafi. But all is not lost in the war on excess weight. First, you need the resolve. And then you need the information. Last is the execution. The first two, resolve and execution, is up to you. The second need, information, we can help you with. And that's why we've invited Dr. Claudine Rora. She is billed as the country's very first derm surgeon who has trained and certified by the father of this technique himself, Dr. Alfredo Hoyos, in 2008 in Bogota, Colombia.
And you know, Colombia, they got beauty queens there.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening.
I know.
Rafi, Hazel.
Hi, Doc. Miss Universe level beauty queens, ha. Heard on Thursdays tonight, Dr. Claudine Rora of Contours Body Design Studio. And hey, we are opening the phone line tonight for your questions. So if you have anything you want to know, dial 631-9393 or tweet us at RX931. Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc.
Good evening.
Doc, why is it so hard to lose weight?
Well, there are a lot of factors behind it. That's why, okay? Marami, no? Weight kasi is very multifactorial. It's not just diet and exercise. There's a lot of factors to go with it. One, of course, is heredity. Mana-mana, di ba? Of course, if your family history is like everybody's big, so eventually you
Are you doomed to be big? If you're
something like that.
Something like
so
that.
More prone ka.
At least you're in a certain peg. Kumbaga.
Yeah.
So that's one. Okay. Another one is for hormonal. Okay. For those who are already in the later 40s, so medyo, you know, nag-iiba-iba na yung hormones natin. The menopausal weight gains and everything. Yon. That's another one, of course. And of course, lifestyle, no? If you're sedentary and everything.
And you just eat and eat and eat.
And don't exercise.
And don't exercise, definitely you will gain. Mm-hmm. So these are a lot of factors na sometimes na always on our control, but of course medyo mahina yung kalooban natin, mahina yung willpower to go against the tide.
Can anyone lose weight? Can everyone lose weight? Let's put it this way. If you have the resolve and you have the means, can you lose weight and get that figure you want?
Oh, of course, yes. Everybody can do that, of course. Of course, number one talaga is like, it's always the input and the output. Okay? So, if your input and your output is equal, you stay the same. Okay? If your input is more than your output, definitely you will gain. Okay? It's like a bank. It's like a bank. So, if you put in less but do more, okay, so of course you will actually lose weight for that one. That's basic. Okay, so sometimes there are the people who say that lahat na ginawa ko, nag-diet na ako, nag-exercise na ako, ayaw talaga. Okay, so there are these areas talaga ng katawan natin that are actually very diet resistant. Yes, diet resistant or exercise resistant. It depends on your body build as well. Of course, others naman kasi are very pusunin, okay, na kahit lalaki, mamatay-matay na sa gym and everything. Talaga naman.
Doc, that's common for Pinoys, no? Kasi when you see Caucasians like sa beach, sobrang flat ng tummy.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, isa kasi ibang Caucasians, when they're tall, parang they're already stretched and everything.
Kasi matangkad sila, so nasa-stretch yun.
Medyo nadadaya ng konti. And of course, they're built also. Talagang, they're built to have the six-pack abs. Okay? Especially the black. Okay? So talagang talagang they were built to build muscles and everything. Okay? Others naman kasi talagang hindi sila masyadong nagbe-build, talagang super extra effort. So, marami yan eh. Maraming causes talaga.
But look at that trabajador who's building your house.
Yeah, tinan mo yun. Walang
May
effort
panaderia,
yun.
may panaderia.
Or yung
sa-
nagtatrabaho sa panaderia who needs bread, di ba? May mga biceps na ano yun,
and,
killer.
and turns to be Manny Pacquiao one day. Boxers, he started out as a panadero.
Yeah, see? Oh, you never know.
You never know.
And of course, as I said, for the diet-resistant, exercise-resistant areas, like, for example, like, may saddlebags, talagang pumayat ka na't lahat.
May natitira.
Naiwan pa rin siya. Talagang, ayaw niya talagang umalis. Paalisin mo, ayaw niya talaga. Iba naman talagang sex na, pero meron pa rin puso, no? So, these are parang refinements na lang. Okay, but of course the basic is always diet and exercise, and of course it's a lifestyle and behavior.
And the genes you were born with.
Yes, exactly.
At some point, Doc, would you say that you should just accept your body type and the weight that you put on because of age and lifestyle and be happy with it?
Well, depends. Okay. Actually, yes, you can actually do an acceptance. But sometimes, kasi we always want to look good, diba? And the acceptance part
There's a
of
goal.
that. Oh, there's always a goal, diba? Of course, everybody wants to look good. Because if you look good, you feel good about yourself, right? So, the acceptance of the public, mas maganda ka, mas acceptable, diba? And of course, when you're career woman, career person, mas maganda yung socialization mo, no?
It gives you confidence.
Yes, the confidence to do everything. And of course, when you dress up, di ba? Ang hirap-hirap bumili ng damit kapag ang dami-daming bulges, di ba? So, yun nga, sometimes diet and exercise are, diet ka na, nag-exercise nga, kaso kulang. This is the time that sometimes you look for a little bit of help.
Right.
Which is marami namang help outside na ganyan. Of course, we've heard of yung mga maraming diets, di ba? So, we've heard of a lot of fad.
All those crash diets.
Atkins, South Beach.
Yes, mga ganito. Everything is actually geared to the low-calorie diet. Bawasan mo.
Less intake.
Yeah, less intake. Okay? So, they just substitute one for another. Okay? So, for example, other calories diets are like just 1,200 for women in a day, or 1,500 for men in a day. So that will make you lose around 2 to 3 pounds per week.
Doc, we've had guests in the diet delivery field.
Yes, so that's really nice.
Controlled talaga yung calorie intake mo.
Pero maganda yon kasi at least you wouldn't actually think of what to eat anymore. Dadalhin na lang sa'yo na kakainin mo. Minsan lang, I tried that also, no? Alam
Did
mo,
it work for you? I can see it work for you.
Actually,
You're so
that's
slim.
okay. Ang ko lang kasi doon, I don't know, maybe it's just me because I end up not eating everything. Kasi
Not eating everything?
oo.
Eh, konti na nun, Doc.
Hindi, I eat something else. Every day is a cheat day.
Cheating! Every day is a cheat day.
Kasi it's either maybe di ko type o ano. Pero maganda. It's a very, very good concept, really, actually.
It's
Hindi
good
mo talaga
kasi
isipin.
it's there,
It's already
diba?
there. You don't need to prepare anything. It just arrives in your door.
Yeah.
You just heat it up in the microwave. You eat it the entire day. That's actually very good.
Just keep to the plan.
Yeah.
Keep the cheating to a minimum.
Diba they say you can cheat on weekends daw? Kasi usually those diet delivery services parang from Monday to Friday siya. And then the weekend, you're free to, I guess, binge a little. A little. Not a lot.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Actually, basically, we really advocate for us. It's actually portion control. Okay? So, portion control, mas konti
That's
lang.
the healthy way
That's
talaga.
the healthy way. You can still eat anything, okay? But of course, to a minimum. Okay? So, ang problem kasi natin kasi, alam mo naman yung sa katutak na buffet natin ngayon, di ba? Eat all you can always tayo. So, when it's portion control, you control your portions. Okay? That's actually the way to diet. Okay? For example, like, if before naka-4 na balik ka sa buffet, ngayon 2 na lang muna, mamaya magiging 1 na lang. Okay? And it's also a habit. It's actually, eating is a behavior. Okay? Kapag nasanay ka na konti na lang yung food intake mo, within 3 to 4 weeks, when you already develop a new habit.
You'll be happy with less.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, at the end of the week, it's healthier.
Yes.
You look good and you're healthy. So maybe it starts with that acceptance I
Yes.
spoke of, but that is the starting point, and then you motivate yourself to certain goals.
Yes, exactly.
Monster RX 93.1. You're listening to Heard on Thursdays on Manila's Hottest. And our guest for tonight is Dr. Claudine. To your questions about weight loss and body sculpting.
Listen, Heard on Thursdays.
I'm a monster! I'm a monster! I'm a monster!
Monster RX 93.1. RX 93.1.
Doc Rora, as a derm surgeon, what are the common questions, common complaints, common concerns that people come to you with pag nangongonsulta sila?
Basically, I really specialize on body sculpting. Okay, so of course, the usual tummy, di ba? Number one palagi is yung chan. Pangalawa,
For men and women yon,
yes,
yung chan.
for men. For men, they come to me for the
Pretending pa ako na hindi.
Yeah.
na hindi concerned.
Yung mga may
For men and
beer
women.
belly, diba?
Yeah. Oo. Basically, liposuction kasi is not a weight loss procedure.
Okay, it's not a weight.
loss procedure.
Oh, first, Doc, let's backtrack. What is liposuction for those who don't really...
Yeah, okay.
They hear about it, but they don't know what it is.
Yeah, and everybody's scared about it actually. The lipo is fat. Okay? Suction is literally is sucking out fat. Okay? So when we have it's more of body sculpting. So whatever you feel or pinch on your skin and the belly, that is a lot of fat. Okay? So basically that is what liposuction does. Okay? It removes fat, resistant areas, okay? And figure. Basically, that's it. So when you do liposuction, it is a surgical procedure.
It's a surgery
Literally, it sucks out.
that goes into you and sucks out the fat.
Exactly.
But you're saying procedure, how can your fat?
Yes,
and the doctor is sucking out your
Yeah,
fat.
liposuction, we promise inch loss.
Loss.
Inch loss, okay? Because weight is entirety of your... You step on that measures everything. Your bone, your water, your muscle, your internal organs, heavier than fat. Diba? The bulalo, water is down here.
Right. The
Fat is light, technically speaking. Okay? So when there are actually excess fat, it doesn't look nice. Okay? So that's why when they ask us like, Doc, how many pounds? No, I'm not promising any weight loss. I'm promising inch loss. Liliit yung chan mo, kung flat yung tummy mo, you will have a nicer shape. The weight loss is actually a bonus. So we cannot actually quantify the weight loss.
But will that inch loss last?
Oh yes, definitely it will last.
Meron bang shelf life yan? Meron bang expiry date?
Pag kumain ba?
Yeah.
Bigla ka na nalolobo
Oo.
ulit.
Yeah, it's like this, people always ask, like, is it okay? Well, technically speaking, the fat extraction, okay, or the fat loss is permanent. We take out, okay, it's already taken out. Wala na siya, hindi na siya tutubo ulit. However, okay, the fat that's retained, yung naiwan na taba, okay, can actually increase more than 300 times its size.
Nagmumultiply parang gremlins.
No.
With water.
It doesn't multiply, okay? The number stays the same because with fat cells do not multiply, but they get big.
But they get big.
They store more than 300 times its size.
Wow.
Okay, so it's like the fat actually gets bigger.
Can't you take out all of them?
No.
No.
And
You'd be a
isipin mo,
corpse.
Yeah, it's like skin and bone. Okay, so, fat is there actually. There's a lot of function.
Fat
of
is good.
Yes, it is.
Fat is good.
To some
Cholesterol
extent.
is good.
Yeah, it is. Okay, of course, when it's just excessive,
Right.
when it's not actually good. At the same time, when it's too less, taba hindi rin maganda. Okay? As we age, especially for the face, no, we lose volume on the face. The face deflates. Okay? So, minsan kung papansin mo, iba nakakaedad lang. Dok, kanya,
Hindi.
diba? Naiiwan, diba? Palaging, hindi mas mahirap tanggalin. Okay? So,
So banana face na siya, pero you know
No,
what a
no.
banana face is?
Ay, mahaba?
No,
What?
sagging.
Oh my gosh! Kainis yun na.
Kala ko ba?
That used to refer to breasts. Banana breasts. And
Ay, ay,
you
ay.
fill in the blanks.
You got jokes.
I got jokes.
Yeah, okay. That's why, for example, when the face is deflated, no, fat, because it's not good for obese. Okay? So, for yung mga a little overweight, it's okay. Okay? But for the obese people, yung malalaki, we really discourage them to undergo liposuction.
And that is because?
As I said, because it is not a weight loss procedure. You do not actually correct the behavior.
Oh.
Okay? And the distribution. You only take out the fat underneath the skin. So, when you do that, lilit lang na konti siya, but they're still big all over. Okay? So, hindi nakukuha lahat yon. So, it's really, really, there's a lot of, what do you call this? There's a lot of ways. Okay?
Kaya yung mga super, yung mga like the morbidly obese, yun yung mga gastric bypass na yung...
That's for the...
That's weight loss.
That's the really the weight loss.
Drastic measure.
Lipo is more of body sculpting.
What are the other techniques involved in body sculpting? Yung that are commonly used by surgeons here in the country that are available. The options that are available here in the
for liposuction, there are different kinds. Okay. Okay.
I thought that was just one thing.
No.
Oh, all right.
There is like traditional lipo. Okay. There is Vaser lipo. Okay, and there is smart lipo. I'm sure you've heard of smart lipo, and the one that actually didn't get much attention down here is like the water jet. Okay, and the RF. Okay, everything is liposuction. Okay, but it's technology assisted. Okay, because the original, which is yung traditional lipo, has a lot of complications. Okay,
and that sounds painful. the traditional one. That's when they.
Yun yung may downtime.
Well, everybody has a downtime. But
okay.
when it's actually combined with the newer technologies, okay, like ultrasound or lasers, okay, the downtime actually is lessened, and the results are actually better compared to traditional. Because traditional talagang maraming bako-bako dyan eh. If you've heard people na nagpalipo na nagbako-bako, basically more or less that's already traditional. And it's also based not only on the technique but also of course on the surgeon themselves, no? Kasi ano siya eh,
baka nanginginig yung surgeon.
Technique dependent.
Kaya nagbako-bako.
Gosh, pasmado.
Technique dependent.
That's why I'm not a doctor.
It's very technique dependent on the experience of the doctor as well.
Well, goes with any surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
If a doctor is a surgeon such as you, Doc, I would expect the doctor to have a steady hand and great technique.
Okay, aside from lipo, so you can do actually lipo anywhere. You can do it on the face, on the arms, on the back, anywhere you can think of. Okay, that's why it could be very nice for body sculpting. Aside from lipo, there's what you call the tummy tuck. Okay, so it's
the tummy tuck is not a liposuction.
Others can combine a liposuction with a tummy tuck together.
All right.
Okay, because the tummy tuck pulls down the skin, but it's the lipo that gives the shape.
I see.
Oh.
Okay.
So literally you tuck in the skin.
Exactly. The tummy tuck is the one that removes excess skin and flattens the skin. But it's the lipo that gives the shape.
So usually those two techniques are done together.
It depends on the surgeon's technique. So
Alright.
there are others that actually do it separately. Okay, there are others that do it together.
You can do both.
Yes. It always depends on the individual assessment.
I see.
And then for the lipo, for those who really want to go into the real body sculpting, okay, abs. Okay, we can actually show the six-pack abs.
Whoa.
Okay, for men and women. Okay.
Through cosmetic surgery?
Yeah, through liposuction.
Through liposuction?
Yeah.
You can have abs?
Yes.
You insert the pandesal
No,
under the skin?
It's your own pandesal. We
It's
just bring
my
it
own
out.
pandesal. All right. You bring it out.
Yeah, we just bring it out. It's called high definition lipo. Okay, it's a special technique trained from abroad and everything. So with that one, you give the chest, you give the pecs, you give the abs, you give them the arm definition, the deltoid definition.
Wow.
Yeah, and even give them the butt to go with it. For women, talaga ang ganda. Yung may abs din sila. Maliit ang bewang. Maganda yung... Oh my God. It's so
Hourglass.
Wonderful. What again, Doc, does that last?
Oh yes, okay. Specifically for these kinds of patients, because sila, they're already trim and slim. Okay, they just want really
Definition.
The definition.
So a
But they
certain
cannot
body
add-
type can take on that procedure.
Oh yeah,
Not everyone
Not
can.
everyone. It's not for everyone. It's specifically reserved for those who want more definition. Okay?
Who are already pretty fit, but just,
they are fit. Okay, they just have these bulges that they really,
Right.
really want to get out, and they
Movie stars and models
even bodybuilders.
and bodybuilders. and certain DJs here in the station. I mean, I'm kidding. Aspirational. It's going to be us.
But of course, it's always combined with the exercise. So I never do it when the patient is not really an avid gym. Because sayang lang eh.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be in it.
Babalik din.
Yes, exactly.
Before we continue with the techniques, Doc, when a patient comes to you, does the patient ask you to do a certain procedure, or is it you who decides about the procedure?
Actually, they ask first, okay, that they want this out, they want this, and they want that. Okay. Sometimes they don't actually understand the procedure. Okay. So sometimes they come to me, I want a tummy tuck, mami single pa and everything. So, medyo nagkakamali. And then that's the time we actually do the advice for them, which is what will be actually better for them. Okay. So, there's nobody has come that, Doc, ano pwede niyong gawin sa akin? It doesn't go that way.
All right.
Okay. So, talagang they want something done. They either want their nose or their breast or something. And then that's the time that we explain how it's actually done and what are the options.
So I can't go to you and act as if I'm shopping for body parts. Okay. So you have to have an objective, and you can help with the objective.
Yeah. So, about the objective, okay? The expectation should be very realistic, okay? Because I refuse clients who do not have a realistic expectation, okay? Mahirap kasi, sometimes kasi, ang ganda na ng gawa mo, pero for them, it's not enough because ang peg nila ito ikaw. Okay? So, you have to bring them down to reality so that yung making their expectations realistic. Okay, sometimes I have patients na, I want to look like this. Dadala pa ng picture yan. Sabi ko, of course, I tell them na hindi pwede, ganyan.
So I can't go to you and say, I want to look like Brad Pitt.
No.
Brad Pitt, Legends of the Fall, not Brad Pitt, the Big Short.
Or Brad Pitt, the comedian.
Brad Pitt. That's doable. Brad Pitt, pwede yun. Amen.
It's very, very important because if you don't meet their expectations, they will never be happy.
Have you had patients such as those who are very demanding, who
They're always demanding.
They're always demanding.
They're always demanding. Of course, as I said, you just really need to explain to them the expectation. Okay, if you bring them the expectation and then you give them more, and they're very happy.
Right. Kasi you
That's actually
exceeded
what I
them.
do. Bring down the expectations.
Monster RX 93.1. This is Rafi Reyes and Hazel for Heard on Thursdays. We'll continue with a discussion about weight loss and the techniques that are available right now for you to achieve that figure, body sculpting and all. But I'm opening the phone line right now, so you can...
you can call us up 631-9393 if you guys have questions about weight loss, body sculpting. Go ahead, ask those questions you've always wanted to ask.
If certain terms confuse you and you want to know about the effects of all these techniques, then our resource person for tonight, Dr. Claudine Rora, will explain further and set things clear for you.
Yes.
Dr. Rora trained under Dr. Alfredo Hoyos.
Yes, Colombia.
In Colombia, land of beauty queens.
Yes, exactly. We have a caller now.
We have a caller.
Land of beauty queens.
The land of beauty queen. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yes, this is June. I'd like to ask a question
Go ahead, June.
to Dr. Yes, I'd like to know, for example, if I was listening to the program and I heard that this particular procedure is not appropriate for those who are obese. So, in the event that someone who's obese would like to, make avail of these services, is there any suggestion that perhaps Dr. Claudine can provide?
Dr. Claudine?
Yes, actually, we need to bring down the weight first. Okay? So, bring down the weight first to an ideal level. Okay? And then that's the time we actually do the body sculpting.
Okay, Doc. I hope you don't mind. I'd like to ask, what is, for example, what's an ideal weight loss I mean weight level.
Is this for you or it depends? Of course, it depends on your BMI. Okay.
Body mass index.
Yeah, body mass index. So your height and your weight and your age. Okay. So there's an app for this. Okay. Okay. If you are within the normal or a little bit overweight is actually just okay because like as we age, you gain at least half a pound per year, and it's still considered normal after the age of 20.
Some gyms go overboard with defining obese, and they tell you.
Yeah. Actually,
You know what I
the
mean?
standards now are just so low.
You're obese.
Medyo wild.
Medyo wild. Nasabihan na ako.
Yes.
Sa APE ba to?
Oh, gusto kong sapukin.
Or yung borderline obese yun.
Borderline obese. I'm
Murahin
kidding.
mo na lang ako.
Okay. Thank you very much. Doc.
Thank you very much for
Thank
calling.
you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Download mo na yung app. So there, 631-9393 for more of your weight loss and body sculpting questions for our guest tonight, Dr. Claudine Rora.
So the laser technique is used mainly for liposuction, or are there other uses for laser?
The one I was telling you about for the sculpting, the high definition, is done by Vaser. Okay, that's a different. It's like laser with a letter V. Okay, it stands for vibration amplification of sound energy at resonance. So it's ultrasound assisted lipo. Okay, there's another one. Okay, which is yung laser lipo, the non-surgical. So there are surgical treatments. There are non-surgical treatments. It's not that like after mo, if diet and exercise don't work, bigla ka na lang mapapa-surgery. Okay? Hindi naman siya ganon. Okay? So there's an in-between. Okay? There's the non-surgical treatments. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of the RF, the lipocavitations and everything. So, yung iniinit na ganon sa tiyan and everything. Okay? Okay? Of course, you need a lot of sessions for that. Okay, so tiyagaan. Sometimes kasi iba, 1 or 2 lang, mami, ayaw na bumalik. You really can't say that it's a failure, but kasi hindi nga natapos yung best results, diba? These things help. Remember, it's just a help. Okay? You still need to do your part, the diet and exercise part, and this will actually just help burn off a little bit more.
Parang masama yung tingin sa akin ni Doc dun sa hindi bumalik. Anyway.
Here on Thursdays on Monster RX 93.1, the caller got scared.
631-9393. Any of your questions for our guest, welcome at RX931 online.
How about oral treatment?
Yes,
How do you call them? Oral procedures.
Tahi natin. Hindi.
Tahinat. Tahim din para
Para hindi
makakain.
makakain.
Okay. Now, meds. Okay,
Meds.
medications. Okay, so there are a
Do
lot
they
of before. Okay, there were a lot of appetite suppressant medications. Okay, you've heard of Redactyl, yung mga Ionamine before. Okay, Redactyl before was like over the counter. However, they pulled it out because ang dami ng ang dami ng side effect. Na try ko rin yan. Okay, so alam ko yung mga ganyan. So they pulled it out. So technically speaking, wala na. As in, really, wala nang appetite suppressant. So, talagang matinding willpower na lang kailangan natin.
How about those Bangkok pills? Are they still available and are they legal?
Definitely, it's illegal. Okay.
They were never legal.
They were never legal.
You can't buy it. It's not legal. Okay? So, ang dami rin side effects nun.
Doc,
diba?
isa pang uso yung...
Those are basically drugs. I mean,
Drugs, yeah. I don't know what's the
drugs.
component of it, but,
Alam mo yung HCG? I see that all the time. Like on Instagram. Madami mga ganun-ganon.
HCG is a different approach, actually. Okay? So, marami-rami kasi, di ba? Iba, of course, they have the I said, the Atkins and everything. Now, HCG is a different thing. Okay? So, it's called human chorionic gonadotropin. So, it gives you very low doses of HCG combined with a 500-calorie diet. Okay? And technically, the HCG is supposed to make you burn fat more and make you not hungry during that time. Okay? During a 500-calorie, it's very, very low. Kasi if you just do a 500-calorie alone on yourself, baka himatin ka. Okay? Because it's very low.
You can't work out na pag ganun lang.
Wala na talaga. Kasi masyado ng low, hindi na kaya ng katawan mo to work out on that. Okay? So, that's another approach. Okay? Ang guarantee nila dyan is like you can lose 1 pound a day. Okay? So, ang pinakamahirap kasi yung rebound. Okay? Because like, when you are on a diet, okay, After that,
Bawi.
talaga is the maintenance part. It's a behavior, okay? So, eating food is actually a behavior. Yun talaga kailangan nating ma-curb out. Hindi kayo, di ba, mga fat burners, di ba? Yung mga kasama sa mga drinks, yung mga low-calorie diet, yung mga, ang dami talaga. As in, sobra. Okay? So, yung mga fat burners, inumin mo para mainit ng katawan and everything, diba? So, ang dami. There are so many supplements to do that, okay? So, there's even acupuncture. Okay? There's even acupuncture. And I can really attest to the effect of
acupuncture?
Yes.
The acupuncture, what does it do? Does it suppress the appetite, or does it melt away the fat or something?
In our clinic, we do a special form of acupuncture. It's called AcuTrim. It is a non-needle. Okay, so we do not use needle. Okay, we use a very small microcurrent stimulator, and our focus for appetite is on the ear.
I see.
So the ear, it's called auriculotherapy. Okay, di ba in reflexology you use the foot? Di ba? This part is here, this part is here, this part is here. It's the same with the ear. Okay?
So the ear has a lot of points.
There's
there.
a lot, hundreds of points.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
ayaw na rin niya.
Right.
So, after the 4th session, to 6 weeks, so more or less around 2 months. By that time, konti ka nilang kumakain. And when the effect of the treatment fades off, we can just have boosters, maybe once every 1 month or once every 2 months. Depends. You will actually know. When to come back for a treatment. Para feel, uy, medyo napapakain na ako. I need another treatment.
No, but for liposuction, how many days do I have to take off from work or from school so that people don't notice and
Actually,
and come back? Hey, I can go to the beach now.
you can actually do it over a weekend. Go on a Friday, you go back to work on Monday.
Wow!
Yes, exactly. Okay. Of course, during the final, however, your final result when everything's fully healed is in 4 to 6 months' time. Okay, so because even if the needle puncture is very small, okay, underneath the entire tummy, that is your surgical wound inside. Okay, cosmetically,
healing.
the spot is very small. Okay, but the inside is actually you swell. Definitely, you will spend it in the first.
People are going to.
Photos, you don't even think of what happened before.
Right.
Immediately after the surgery and before that picture was taken. Okay? So there's a healing process to it. There is a downtime. Okay, there is.
And during
downtime.
do heavy strenuous stuff.
Yeah, nothing is strenuous in the first 2 to 3 weeks. Then after on the 3rd week, usually you can actually do your little bit of exercise. But definitely you can do your activities of daily living. If it's just like an office work and type, we're actually okay with that one. I even have patients who come today, tomorrow they fly. So goodbye.
Wow.
Yes, that's very true. I had a pilot patient that way.
Oh my gosh.
Medical tourism is becoming big
Oh,
here
yeah.
in the Philippines.
Yeah.
People are coming over to avail of your services,
Yes,
of
definitely.
services of doctors such as Dr. Claudine. And if you do your treatment now, then maybe come summer.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You really
You'll be
need around
ready.
2 or 3 months. Okay. 2
So
or 3
now's the
months.
time to
For
do
example-
it.
Yes. If you like, for example, an procedure, 2 or 3 months at least. Okay? Because the earlier you do it, actually, you have more time to heal.
Right.
Okay. And others naman are so scared. Naku, I don't know. Ganyan. So I just tell them, maybe next year. The earlier you do it, the longer you will enjoy the results. Okay? And the best part is actually the shopping part. Oh, yes, because everything just fits so well.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. You can wear whatever you want. It's the best part.
Monster RX 93.1, you're listening to Heard on Thursdays with Rafi Reyes and Hazel, and our guest for tonight, Dr. Claudine Rora. And I hope we're not dropping the calls. You can call in right now for your questions.
I know I don't know what's happening to the hotline, but 631-9393 is the Monster hotline if you guys want to ask anything to our guest, Doc Claudine. On a personal note, Doc, another question is, you said nga na there's no downtime or may procedure that will give you yung least na downtime.
Let's say you're
amount of
qualified
downtime.
for all of them.
Yes.
The least downtime.
Oo.
Okay. Of course, you have your surgical procedure and your non-surgical. Definitely, the non-surgical has zero Zero
Zero
downtime.
downtime.
Okay, but of course, you need to have a lot of sessions for it. Ika medyo a little bit patient. Okay, it's not instant. Okay, ang problem kasi sa mga those who wants to lose weight, gusto nila bukas, payat na sila.
Parang pag walk-in, gusto pag walk-out, okay
Payat
na.
sila. After 1 week na wala pa nakikita, ano ko nadidepress na ayaw na. Hindi pwede ganun. It takes time talaga. Tsaka-tsagaan, di ba? You didn't gain the weight overnight.
You're not going to lose it overnight either.
You're not gonna use it overnight either, di ba? So, ganun lang talaga.
Doc Claudine, in your position as body sculptor, cosmetic surgeon, do you feel that many times you also have to be a life coach or a psychologist
Oh, yes.
guiding people?
May hugot. Okay.
I'm sure ang daming kwento mo na narinig kung
No.
why people want to lose weight, their motivations, right?
They will always ask, like, for example, if my partner does it, like that, yes, I always tell them, do it for yourself and not for
Wow,
anybody
okay.
else. Diba? Not for you na, kasi naman ako ng asawa ko or something. Hindi naman ganon, diba? Do it for yourself. If it makes you feel better, okay, looking better, if it makes you feel better and everything, so,
I'm sure
go for
maraming
it.
gusto ng revenge body. Diba? Yung mga who got dumped and like, I'm gonna show him or her. Ganyan.
That's for sure.
But Doc, what do you do, or has it happened to you that somebody comes up to you and you just feel that that person has serious body image issues
Yes.
that have to be resolved first?
Yes.
Do you still accept the patient or treat the
I
patient?
actually refuse that.
Oh, you refuse.
Realistic, because if not, you're gonna be in big trouble afterwards. Okay.
So people should be happy with the results,
Yes,
not have so unrealistic
Yes,
expectations
exactly.
that they're setting themselves up for.
Yeah. Minsan I get like
Disappointment.
they want the Kim Kardashian butt. Oh my God.
No, medyo.
So yun, there really have to be a very realistic expectation.
Honestly, sino ba ang mga usual pegs these days?
Usual
For
tag.
the butt, it's really Kim Kardashian. Yun ang talagang gusto nila. But other than that, happy na iba sa just flat. Okay? For those who are not so athletic, okay na sa kanila yung flat without the abs. Yung mga ganon. So, it really, really depends. But for the butt talaga
Si Kim K.
Yun ang gusto nila talaga.
How about for breast enhancement?
Oh, yeah.
Do women still want big
Oh.
breasts? Of course
Yes. Definitely. Okay. So, as I said, fat is very versatile. So, most of my patients who undergo lipo, I ask them, do you want, we can put it in your breast? Oh, yes. Yes, please. Talagang naka-yes talaga sila. Because breast is also fat. Okay? So, it's not just breast tissue. Kaya nagsasag o lumilit is nawawalan because of ng taba. So, we can augment the breast not just with implants, okay? We can do it with just fat. It's very natural. There's no rejection because it's yours. Okay, the only issue there is longevity, which is by technique. Okay, we get very, very good results in longevity-wise.
And is it safe, Doc?
Of course. It's yours. As I said,
It's
dagdag
yours.
bawas. It's autologous.
Some women are still scared of breast implants because they feel it might cause cancer. It might have.
Now, technically speaking, no.
Side
Okay.
effects.
If you have, these are implants. Implants are different from injections. Okay. There are a lot of non-doctors out there that inject anything and
Scary.
You can get it
Yeah.
from a beauty parlor.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nakakita ka na ng
Lord.
mga tipong 5,000 na ilong. Ay, naku, matakot ka na.
Botched. Yun yung mga
And they're not even doctors. It's illegal practice of medicine. Okay? So, of course, naghahanap kasi sila ng mas mura. Pero kasi, it's your body, no? So, you have to invest in it. Kapag mali, nagbutipid ka nga, then you have to redo everything. So, mas napapamahal ka, di ba? You could have done it right in the first place.
Speaking of yung of course that's a big concern, yung cost of the treatment that you're gonna get. Like ballpark figure for liposuction, let's
It's
say.
a little bit, of course, expensive because you have the cost for anesthesia, you have cost for the operating room, you have cost for your surgeon and the equipment, no? So it's a very wide range, you know. Other doctors can do liposuctions for as low as like 60,000. Others can do as much as 150,000, even 300,000 for the same thing. So it depends on the level and expertise.
And siguro sa dami
Of
ng
the
taba na
doctor.
kukunin. Also.
Of course. Kapag malaking work, of course, siyempre mas malakas.
Of course. Mahaba-habang operasyon.
Yes.
So, okay. And then, also, ano yung, let's say, cheapest procedure that a person who wants to lose weight can get? Like the most budget-friendly.
The most budget-friendly are yung non-surgical.
Non-surgical.
The non-surgical. So, you can get, RFs for as low as less than 1,000 per session, yung mga ganyan. So, this is on a spot reduction basis. It helps. Okay? So, don't depend on just that. Okay? So, it's an additional help. Okay? So, of course, nandun pa rin yung diet mo, nandun pa rin exercise mo. These are just adjuncts to the entire program.
The sculpting clinic or a cosmetic surgeon, what are the things they should look out for with the clinic or the doctor to make sure that they're
of course,
safe? And
look at the credentials. Everything's online right now. Okay? So, if you're not online, like...
Medyo suspicious.
Suspicious ka na. O, pag nasa likod ng parlor, ayan.
Wala. Hindi Googleable.
Pag nasa likod na ng parlor, o kaya pupuntahan ka sa bahay, mag-isip ka na. Diba?
Meron ba ganun, home service?
Oo, may mga ganyan. Because, we're not doctors and everything. So, yun, medyo magduda ka na. And if it's too goddamn cheap, magduda ka na.
Delikado ka.
Ay, mukhang nagda-drop yung mga calls natin. Ano?
Right.
Oo nga nawawala.
I'm happier if my patients are happy. Sometimes happy na yung patients ko. Ako, hindi pa. Kaya pa to eh. Mas may gaganda pa to eh. Yung ganon. So, it's just really innate passion in me for that one.
Nice.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Kim. Any other question?
Okay lang ba yun nag-hula hoop ako?
Hula hoop is okay. It's a form of exercise. It works out your abs and everything.
Yun lang. Okay na.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Actually, regarding the hula hoop and the corsets and everything, okay, the corsets really work well.
Oh.
Yeah. It depends on the kind of corset. It's not supposed to be very constricting. Yung naiipit.
If you feel like you can't breathe anymore.
Might be
No.
bad for
Yun
your
na
back,
yun.
too.
So, it depends also on the shape, on the pressure. Okay? It's a matter of pressure.
May sizes din, kumbaga.
sizes
Not one
yan.
size
Not
fits all.
one size fits all, yes.
For the
exactly.
monsters who want to consult Dr.
I have, yes, it's in Makati or in Mega Mall, SM North EDSA, SMBF Parañaque, and also, so yeah, basically our mall clinics does the non-surgical, okay, because it's a mall-based treatment, and then our Magallanes clinic is
saying hi to our
really?
Cebu as well.
We are in Cebu SMC side, we
There
just
you
opened
go.
last November.
as well as in
Thank you.
Over Monster
Actually, we also have a
Radio.
branch in Cebu, but it's not contours. It's my other brand, which is hairless. So we just remove hair.
Oh.
Yeah, that one is in the Breeza.
Do you have a website or a
Yes.
Facebook page?
Our Facebook page is Contours Roura, ROURA, dermsurgery.com.
So thank you very much for being so candid.
Oh, thank you, Tom. Thank you so much,
and for
Rafi.
sharing your knowledge with us, Dr. Claudine.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
A message to our monsters.
Well, messaging for weight loss. Okay, the face, of course, is also healthy. It's also good for your body.
And at Contours, they can avail of those techniques that you
Yeah,
talked about earlier.
Yes.
Most of them, anyway.
Yeah, most of them, yes.
Most of
It was
them.
a general comment for everything. So, but we have most of the treatments, yes.
There
Yay.
you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Will I be seeing you there anytime soon, Rafi?
Let's aim. Let's go for those abs.
Why not?
Go for it.
We're medyo gentle para
So one weekend, Rafi will
one
be
week
able.
seeing the result.
Bikini ready.
Bikini red. Thank you very much. Next up, Dr. Love Tom Alvarez, and he is a one fit guy.
Oh yeah.
Could use maybe interested in some of the techniques, but he needs less of it than I do.
It's actually more of refinement.
Refinement. Next up, Dr. Love Tom.
The views expressed on this program of the station or its management heard on Thursdays. The show that made FM radio
Talk Thursdays, 10 p.m. to 11.